Good evening, Sweet and Sour fans. We are here. We have taken over as we are the crew of Sweet and Sour, and we are on the panel tonight. And on tonight's letters, we have.
My dad's just joined Facebook. It's a very unfortunate fate.
We have Blind Love. Is hitting a girl alright if you have feelings for her?
And she really wants to take a gap year, but her parents disagree. Who's right?
All these and more on Sweet and Sour, coming right up shortly.
Got a problem, big or small, would a miracle be nice? Our motley crew is back, churning out advice. You might even laugh a bit in the following half hour. Park your backside on the couch, cause baby it's time for Sweet and Sour. Right here on Sweet and Sour.
Pour some sugar on there, baby.
It's time for Sweet and Sour.
How's about some chili?
Welcome back, everyone. And we'll get to the letter in a second. But first, we have over here Damien.
Hi, I'm Damien. I do key grip and senior camera, so I take control of all the cameras and I bring in the set.
That's great, Damien. And next we have Jess.
Hi, how are you going? I'm Jess. I was floor manager.
And what does floor manager do?
The timing of the segments on the floor to let you know what the timing is.
That's if I listen. And then over here we have Connor.
G'day, yes. I work on camera 2 mostly. I've done like 6 months now, I believe. So I'm going strong. I'm looking forward to future episodes, yeah.
So you're coming back next year then?
Coming back next year.
All right, and then on the far side over there, we have Jack.
Hi, I'm Jack. I do auto cue, so I just, press the button to tell people when the segment needs to be over and stuff, so yeah.
All right, that's everyone, and now we will be going on to the letter. Dear panel, my father has recently joined the world of Facebook. However, I decided to accept his friend request. Big mistake. Since I accepted it, he has made it not as much fun. He likes everything I like, even sharing and commenting on liking on all my friends' posts. He shares everything on my page I post, even sharing my posts from years ago. And he tags me in everything, just like my grandfather. While I'm glad he is on it and finally joined the world of social media and learning technology, he has taken to it like a kid in a candy store. He doesn't understand, however, that there is a Facebook etiquette. When it comes to tagging and sharing and liking everything I do, it's like having a stalker, only it's my dad. It's doing my head in. I've even gotten to the point where I've started just posting stuff I know he objects to, just to see if he is just liking and sharing the stuff because he thinks that's what he is meant to do, or if he actually likes it. I'm getting a bit tired of being tagged in posts. I have no interest in it, and constant notifications every time he gets online. Thank God he hasn't worked out the chat function yet. I agree. What should I do? What's your understanding of Facebook etiquette? And that comes from John in Wembley Downs of Perth. What do you think of, what's your dad do on Facebook?
Oh, that's a bad question to ask for a different reason. No, I think Facebook etiquette's a big thing, but all this person needs to do is figure out how to block their dad without them knowing that they've blocked them. Then you're good. Then you don't get notifications, you don't get any other crap like that. You just go about your Facebook ways without having to deal with your parents. That's why rule number 1 is don't add your parents unless you are 12 and not yet allowed Facebook.
It's a fair point there. Yeah, I'll just skip over your dad then, apparently. And Jess,
Good
what
choice.
do you think of this?
Well, I agree with Damo. I would not add my parents on Facebook whatsoever. I have not and will not. But I have got other family members that do the exact same thing. But you kind of have 3 options. You can either block them, like Damo said, and deal with that if they find out, or you can ignore it and stay unhappy, or 3, talk to him about it because he's your parent, and he should be okay with you talking about it to him.
There's a 4.
Oh, there's a 4th option, is there? And what's that?
What's the
Thought
4th?
about it. You make a separate account, add all your family on that account, log out and forget the details.
Or you can do that one.
It's a bit excessive though. Oh. Depends on your family, I suppose. So Connor, what do you think of family members on Facebook?
I'm honestly surprised. You guys don't have your parents on Facebook. I accept my parents have Facebook. I accept the fact that my mother is going to want to like a couple things that I share or like a couple posts. But it was something where in the first few weeks it was she would like everything, she would comment on everything, she'd start liking my friends' posts, and I did feel like that my mother was stalking me. So John, my advice to you, sit down with your father, have a conversation. You know, if you're going to accept your father's friend request, you should be able to talk to your parents and, you know, figure out boundaries, and you'll find that you'll build a closer relationship with your parents, and your parents will have more respect for you. It's something I've done with my parents for a really, really long time, and I find that my parents not only give me more freedom on the internet, or, you know, it's in my personal life now because they trust me. And it's all about trust with your parents.
I saw it coming that Connor would come out with a mature answer.
Yeah,
What?
But I agree with you.
Hey,
Oh, I've got my
You agree
parents
with
on
everyone.
Facebook.
yeah.
One of them, the other one doesn't know what Facebook is really. And my grandfather, which I've mentioned. Jack, what do you think of this?
Yeah, I'm actually with Connor on this one.
Thank you.
I actually have my father on Facebook. My mum doesn't have Facebook. She just doesn't believe in it. She doesn't like it. She hates it.
It's real, I've seen it.
How can you not believe in Facebook? I'm sorry.
Dude, it's a conspiracy, man. Everyone's just on the dark web.
It's Illuminati.
But no, my dad's on Facebook. I have him on Facebook, and really, he doesn't do that stalkery parent shit. He really doesn't. You know, I'll chat to him on Facebook, and he'll chat to me. We'll converse a little bit. We might comment on each other's statuses now and then, but he doesn't really stalk me or anything like that. It's just, you know, just like having any other person on Facebook, really. He sort of gets the whole Facebook etiquette stuff, which is, so I've never really had to deal with that sort of stuff, which is good, I guess. So yeah, but I guess if your parents are doing that, just sit down and talk to them and say, look, it's embarrassing, stop.
Jeez, guys,
Yeah.
people want to talk to your parents way too much. Jeez, dude.
Yeah.
So much easier
That's a
just
whole
to
different.
just go the roundabout way with your phone and just fix it with that.
But what's the matter with
Yeah, I
having
guess so.
a healthy relationship with your parents?
Do it in person. That's what's wrong with it.
Exactly. Parenting isn't done through a screen.
I mean, it's working in my household.
Yeah, you
My-
just turn the TV on and the kids
But-
go retarded. It's all easy.
Yes, that's
So we're all kind of agreeing that they should just talk
yeah.
to the
I
parents.
think that's what everyone's saying. Is that what you guys are all
No,
saying?
he
No?
doesn't.
I'm sticking to my deny. don't know.
Well, there you go.
Fair enough.
Yeah, what about your opinion?
Yeah, what's your opinion?
Oh, I have my parents, well, my mom on Facebook, and my granddad keeps sharing things to my wall, which I keep deleting every time because it's useless stuff. But my mom's pretty good. She doesn't really comment on anything unless it's important. And yeah, I suppose that's it. So, anyone else got a final thing they'd like to say quickly?
Be honest to your parents.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Counterpoint. Lie to your parents.
And on that note, I think we're gonna have to wrap it up because someone's giving some bad advice. And now drinking a hell of a lot of water.
It's okay.
We'll be right back. Getting in touch with Sweet and Sour is easy. Just head to sweetandsour.net.au to send us a letter. And while you're there, why not check out our past episodes? Plus, don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. And for a behind-the-scenes look at Sweet and Sour, check us out on Instagram.
And for every letter that gets written into us, we send you to the movies, courtesy of Natalie Cameron from NRC Communications. And the movie today is United Kingdom. We have a new panel with us now. We are starting off with Lauren. Hello, Lauren.
Hello, Vinny.
How are you?
Good.
So what do you do on Sweet and Sour?
At the moment, I've been doing airspeed and graphics.
Cool, and you enjoying that?
Sure.
That's good to hear. Moving on to Alan. How are you, Alan?
I'm all right, Vinny. How are you?
I'm pretty good myself, actually. So what do you do on Sweet and Sour?
I am the head dubber and assistant producer.
And you enjoying that?
I want to kill myself.
That's awesome! So on to Brandon now. So hello Brandon, how are you today?
Hey, I am quite alright.
That's good, that's good. And
No
what do you
tape.
do on Sweet and Sour?
I am the floor manager. You've probably seen me on TV a few times. I've walked in, looked at the camera as in disappointment because people like to play around, and that is something I don't like to do.
That's interesting. And also to Morgan. Hello Morgan, how are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, this is my second time wearing makeup. It's really weird. Like my face smells like McDonald's. It's really weird. Anyway.
And you enjoying Sweet and Sour?
Am I enjoying it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm loving it. It's great.
That's good. Well, on to reading the letter, guys. Hello, Sweet and Sour. I went to a party a couple of weeks ago and I was enjoying myself and having a good time. However, two of my friends were getting really cute and very friendly. Using him as an armrest and basically being with him everywhere he went. She would follow. I found this very cute, and this said to my own boyfriend that they would make a really cute couple. A few more people from the party suggested this and said the same thing. They're always constantly together and disappear without telling us all where they are. The constant compliments and hitting each other like love taps. Now, I was told when I was younger that if a girl hits you, it means they like you, and still follow that through my adulthood. I don't know if my friends are waiting for each other to make the first move, or should I intervene? And that comes from Joel in Falcon of WA. And first up on this letter is Morgan. What do you think?
Well, Joel, I think unless they're sneaking off to discuss a socialist revolution, I don't think there's any need for you to intervene at all. Look, sometimes though, like I can agree with what you're saying. Like I remember in high school, for my second girlfriend, I was like asking everyone else to ask her out for me. So I was just too nervous. I was like 12. And like everyone said no. I'm just like, please, I'm like 12 years old, help me out. But they said no, like no Morgan, you gotta do this yourself. And like it was the end of lunchtime. Like the bell rung, it was like 2 minutes later, we're all like walking back in. And I'm just like, stop it, I'll just go do it myself. And I asked her out. And then like she said yes and it was all good. So I don't think like, I mean, sometimes it does take a bit of encouragement. About 2 days.
So it sort of worked. It sort of worked, you're saying.
It works for a time.
Was she like a trainer or?
A what?
What? You say train?
Yeah, like, you know, getting used to the relationship kind of thing.
I don't know what you're saying.
Anyway, but
yeah.
you say that it worked. Like you saying that like the love taps kind of help, or
Yeah, I
no?
mean, sometimes it does take encouragement, but these guys are disappearing off. So I mean, like, obviously, there's no real need to intervene at all.
All right. Last word on Joel. Just say, butt out.
Joel, it's all good. Just go along with it.
Good. And over to Brandon. What do you think?
Yeah, so I am one of those friends that constantly like to annoy people to basically get in relationships. I've got this friend, right, and he's like, oh, I don't know what to do. I'm just like, you ask her out right now. I'm calling you, you ask her out right now. I'm gonna make sure you text her and you're not going to sleep until you do it. So yeah, I'm kind of that idiot that does it, but I know a lot of people that actually gone into big relationship because I've actually, oh, not me, but a lot of people have actually told them to do that. And it's actually gone quite well. And well, unless not many people have actually done it to me because I'm more of a confident guy. I'm more outside. I like people, blah blah blah. That's why I'm the floor manager here because people. All right, but like yeah, if you feel like you want to intervene and you feel like they're taking a while, then at least go up to like a girl and say, do you think like he's hot or do you blah blah blah? And if she goes yes, then you say, why don't you basically like show a sign that you like him? And do the same thing with the guy, and then that way you can actually like get them together properly. But other than that, it's really not your business to intervene in people's relationship life.
Snap. So you're saying intervene, but to a certain extent, basically.
Intervene, but don't make it too obvious that you're doing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good words. Alan, what do you think?
So recently this has happened to a few people I know. Stay the hell out of it and run. Because if you try and encourage them to get together, then you will become the third wheel, and you don't want to be the third wheel, even though you got a boyfriend. Yeah, just run. Yeah,
So
run.
butt out.
Just
run.
butt out. Don't Don't be a part of it. It's not your business at all.
So you're saying stay the hell away, run, and just leave them alone?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're probably
Good
like
words.
shagging in the woods or something already.
Yeah.
They just disappear. Like,
Just disappear somewhere and then there's
what else
no
could
one
they
to
be
see.
doing?
I don't know, they could be talking. You
Buying
never
ice
know.
cream?
Yeah. Probably buying ice cream somewhere.
And then sleeping together.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right, Lauren, you got the final word say?
Yeah, I agree with everyone else. Just stay out of it. It's not really anyone else's business except for the two that are involved. And I mean, I know people used to like try and get me and Alan together, and it was so annoying because we weren't interested, and it was so frustrating. And it's like, just stay out. Let people get together if they want to get together. Leave them if they don't. Just let it happen on its own. Just pretty much.
All right.
We're not dating.
Yes, we're not dating.
I hate her.
So,
I hate
last
him.
word, who says butt out? I say butt out. Yep, butt out, accept. So Joel, I say to you, just butt out. Last words of butting out, and leave them alone, and they'll get together in their own terms, basically. So that's all from us, and we'll be back very soon.
Sweet and Sour is recorded live everywhere. It's great. Imagine if it was recorded dead. On second thoughts, no, don't even think about it.
Time for Sweet and Sour. Right here on Sweet and Sour.
Welcome back to this crew special of Sweet and Sour. On to the letter in just a moment, but now we have a brand new panel for you. Let's meet them. Hey, Lochlan.
Hello, Travis. How you doing, mate?
Good. Now, what's your role with the show?
At first, I was on graphics, and then I kind of went down into camera, and I've been doing that ever since for a few months now. So, yeah.
Cool. Next up, we have Vinny's back.
Hello.
Hello. Now, did we discuss your role before?
No, we didn't actually.
Tell us, what's your role?
So my role is line producer, and I've been doing that for the year. But previously, I've started Sweet and Sour in 2012 and been doing it ever since, and just stuck around. So yeah.
Cool. Next up, we have Corey. Hey, Corey.
Hi, Travis.
So what's your role with the show?
My role for Sweet and Sour was, beforehand I was doing audio assistant, and then I moved on to graphics. I've been doing it for
Cool. Enjoying it?
enjoying it. Maybe. I don't like these questions. I'm being harassed here.
All right, we'll leave that there. And Charlie, hello.
How you going?
Good. Tell us about your role with the show.
Well, for a long time I was auto cue, and now I'm doing airspeed.
Cool.
Which is going quite well. It's quite easy. It's quite relaxing. It's all pretty swell.
Cool. All right. I suppose we better do some work, hey guys?
Yep.
All right. Our final letter for 2016, actually. Dear panel, I'm probably one of the younger viewers to watch your show, but I feel the advice you give is often on the mark, and I could really use your help. I've just graduated high school and really want to take a gap year. I've just spent 5 years at high school working hard to ensure I got good grades, and I need a break. I don't want to throw myself back into studying for another 5 years to complete a degree. I've got some savings and want to travel and see the world while I'm still young, but my parents don't get that. My parents say that I'm making a big mistake and that if I take a gap year, I'll never go back to studying, and by doing this, I'm ruining my life. They say that if I take a break, they will not support me. I really don't know what to do. Are my parents right and a gap year is a big mistake, or do I have the right idea? Panel, have you ever taken a gap year? Did it work for you? I could really use your advice. That comes to us from Cindy from Bondi in New South Wales. Corey, you're starting us up.
Oh, well, where to start? First of all, like, the parents don't want her to have like a gap year straight after going from high school. It's preposterous. Like, if Cindy wants to like go on a gap year, she should be allowed to go on a gap year without having her parents, argue about it. And you're not making a mistake if you're going on a gap year straight after studying. It's, I don't know what to say. It's like, go on a gap year, don't go on a gap year. It's your choice, not theirs.
Did you take gap year?
No, never.
No? Straight into studying?
Straight into studying, which was a big mistake. I should have taken that gap year because, I liked going what course I was going for, but it was,
Cool. All right. Charlie, I hear you're thinking about a gap year next year.
Yes, I am. This is a very recent thing that came up. Since I will be living by myself or living kind of independently next year, I think that taking a gap year for me, since I have a job, would be a good opportunity to take a gap year because I have money coming in and I'm learning. As you learn, if you have a job, and basically with a gap year, you're kind of learning about how to maintain your life as well. Like you're learning how to kind of experience like the financial side of life and how do you know, from my experience as an example, like how to pay for bills, how to do that, whilst trying to keep the rent or the mortgage or whatever you're trying to pay like on the edge. And I think that taking a gap year for anyone's sake is good because it takes pressure off yourself and it takes a year out of your life to kind of breathe and just look at your options in a way. Say if you, because I came straight out of high school into diploma whilst doing a TAFE course last year in Cert 3 in another TAFE. But I think that in her sake, I think taking one gap year, because it's only 1 year out of your life and you're young, so you got the rest of your life to decide what you want to do as well.
Yeah, and there's so much to learn because, as I think we can all agree, adulting is hard and expensive.
Life is very hard.
All right, Lochlan, what are your thoughts?
What do I think? I think shut up, Cindy. I think generally, if you take a gap year, it'll probably be the worst experience of your life. Back in 2015, that's kind of what I did, and I did absolutely nothing with my life. It was the most depressing thing I've ever been through, and I wouldn't recommend it. So generally, before you start a semester, you kind of get about 2 months of a break around Christmas time. And that is generally all the break you need, I think. So yeah, shut up, Cindy, and go on with life.
Okay, and Vinny.
I say shut up, Lochlan, right now. God dang. Right now, look, Cindy, I took a gap year, and I think it was the best thing I ever did in my life. And everyone said to me, you'll never go back into studying. You'll never go back into studying. So I proved them all wrong, and I said, I'm going back into studying. And of course, I went straight from high school into the Cert 3 and 4 of diploma of broadcast. And I did it, and I enjoyed it. And they said that you'll learn a lot, so I did. But then I was like, I don't know what to do with my life because I kind of completed a course, but at the same time, I was like, well, a gap year is like the best thing I've ever done because it's kind of like, what am I going to go? Where's the path that I can take? And something like multi-skilling yourself in other areas, like I did advanced diploma of broadcast and I've chosen to do a diploma in event management. Those two coincide together, and I think it was the best thing I ever did because it's time to reassess yourself and then go, okay, what am I going to do for the rest of my working life? And rather than just going, this is a mistake, then yeah. So, and the parents should be like grateful that like their daughter's not into drugs or anything. So take a gap year.
All right, so most of the panel say take a gap year, except for Lochlan. All right, we need to choose our winning letter for the pair of limited edition Aussie Optical Sunnies. Now, since we are a brand new panel, none of us have heard all three letters, so let's bring in our floor manager. Brandon, what letter do you think deserves the Sunnies today?
Probably gap mistake.
Yeah.
Gap year?
Yeah.
All right, so Cindy gets the Sunnies to take on her gap year?
Yeah.
All right,
Bring her out.
Cindy of Bondi, you get the sunglasses this week. We have to go. This is our final episode for 2016. Thank you for joining us throughout the year. Thank you to all of our crew. You've been amazing, and we will see you next year on our brand new home, Aurora. Make sure you keep an eye on our social media for more information, and we will see you in 2017. Bye for now.
See you guys.
Bye.
See you in the near future sometime.
See you in the future.